Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. I am Adam and today I'm doing a video which I got inspired to do by this fellow PokeTuber that has 40 subscribers, I think, probably more, called Slayer Charizard. And in one of the videos he done recently, it's not on YouTube now unfortunately, I'm not sure what's going on. He did his top 5 favourite fossil Pokemon. And I thought, okay, might as well make my own list. Be something for me to do. And so here I am ranking all of the fossil Pokemon in my opinion from least favourite to favourite. I'll be ranking each of these fossil Pokemon for great experiences I had using them, along with their design in general, and just a couple other things as well. Please bear in mind, this is my opinion, so if your opinion is different, please in the comments below who your favourite fossil Pokemon is. And with that being said, let's go right into the video. So, we're going to start things off with 15th, 14th, 13th and 12th place. For the simple reason, I have not used these fossil Pokemon. They all look weird in my opinion, so I'm not a big fan of that. So, Dracozolt, Dracovish, Arctovish and Arctozolt, all four of them equally just as bad in my opinion. Now, as I said, I haven't used them, so I don't know which one I prefer more. If I was to pick design wise, I'll pick Dracozolt, but not really anything I'm in a big excitement for, let's say. So yeah, those 4 Gen 8 fossil Pokemon. The unique concept, finally not rock types, but just there in my opinion. Just there to give a unique twist to fossils. 11th place is Caracosta. Now Caracosta, I'm just going to straight up say, I do not like its design. I guess it's supposed to be a prehistoric dinosaur that is in the shape of a turtle kind of thing. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm not a fan of it, and it's utterly useless when I use it in battle. Same with 10th place, which, 10th place, before I say it, has around the same design, in my opinion, to Caracosta, being just, and use I had with it, not great. But the only reason why Omastar is 10th place above Caracosta is because praise Lord Helix. And I should say, final evolutions for evolution fossils are on this list, but the base forms are not on there. So you won't see Omanyte, Kabuto, Lileep, Anorith, Cranidos, Shieldon, Tirtouga, Arken, Tyron and Amora. You won't see those. Yeah. So 10th place is Omastar. The only reason why it's higher than Caracosta is because it's Lord Helix. You can't say no to that. 9th place is Cradily. Now, design is really unique. I need to give that. But use I had with it, I haven't had much good use of it. Looking at Dookie Shed's video on how Cradily is a very terrifying Pokemon, I need to admit that did inspire me to use Cradily, but it was useless. It was completely and utterly useless. It might be the people I battled against, but I'm sorry, Cradily, you're not a good Pokemon in my opinion. It's good that Cradily made it onto Olivia's team in the Elite Four in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so that's something. 8th place, we have Bastiodon. This Pokemon, design-wise, looks rather, well, is supposed to look like a shield, and it is a shield, basically. Hence why it's a Steel-type Pokemon, because, defense. I like Byron's in the anime, but that's pretty much it. Like, I haven't used it very often to actually like it, because it keeps losing. And what else was I going to say? The design, like I said, is a bit, but better than Cradily in my opinion. 7th place is Aurorus. Now we're getting into the fossil Pokemon that I actually kind of like. Design for Aurorus is utterly gorgeous. I like Aurorus's design. Use I had of it, I had quite a few good uses to it, especially with its ability being Refrigerate. So, Hyper Beam is a Ice type move, and Freeze Dry that I can also learn is super effective against Water types, which Ice type moves are not very effective against. So that's another really good thing to have. Along with its diverse moveset, you can give it a moveset that can counter its own weaknesses, like Psychic for fighting. For Steel, I'm not sure yet because I actually I actually can't remember that. But for other weaknesses, Water, Freeze Dry, Grass is an Ice type. I'm trying to think of other weaknesses. I can't think of any, so I'm just going to skip Ground, Ice again. Okay. But other than that, great uses for it. The only reason why it's this low is that I personally like the others a bit more. And Aurorus has got beaten by... it would be okay if it got beaten by literally any Pokemon. But it got beaten by a Binnacle. A damn Binnacle. This is why I hate Binnacle. Because somehow, a Binnacle beaten an Aurorus. I'm not even sure how that happened. I was really mad when that happened. And I stopped playing Pokemon for a few months because of that. I was that salty that a freaking Binnacle beaten a prehistoric creature of mass destruction that had a super effective move on it. Sixth place, we have Rampardos. Now, Bastiodon is a shield. That makes Rampardos a spear. Rampardos is just pure rock type though, so not great there. And it may not be the fastest or the most defensive, but it does pack a punch. And it would have been lower if it wasn't for a battle I had against Lucas where I used Rampardos with a Focus Band as its item. Focus Band has like a 10% chance of actually kicking in. And somehow, by some miracle, it kicks in during that battle I had against Lucas, and it took down half his team. I was like, okay, so it packs a punch. That is really good. Design, good. Experiences, alright. Unfortunately, that happened only once and never happened again. And I was really upset about that, actually, because I would have loved to see it again. But, saw it once, and I saved it as battle video, so I can always go back and see it. That's the luckiest I've ever been, and that's the luckiest I ever will be, actually. Fifth place is Armaldo. Now, Armaldo, I need to straight up say, is I have kind of a weird relationship with Armaldo in a moment. Because design, I like. The uses, times I used it, not a lot that I can safely say I like. But I think it was Nando's in the anime which caused me to like it originally, along with its rather unique design concept, and the fact I have one in Pokemon Go. That became my buddy Pokemon for a good year. I think. But it gradually moved down as I stopped playing Pokemon Go, and the fact that the ones I use are not as good as I wanted them to be. So that's probably why it moved down. But I wouldn't say it's a god-awful Pokemon. Like, it was always going to be in the top 10, but I wasn't sure if it'd be in the top 5 or not. But it just barely made it this time. Fourth place, we have Archeops. Now, this was a hard choice. For the simple reason, they're all great Pokemon, the last 4. But I gave Archeops 4th place because I haven't used it as much as the others. And its ability pulls it down a lot. If you guys do not know, Defeatist is an ability that only Archeops has, that when his or her health gets under half, his attack or her attack becomes half, making it absolutely useless. So yeah, and to add on, Archeops can't really take a hit either, so if you are lucky to survive, your attack is halved. But other than that, design is good. Some uses out of it are good until it gets under half health. But that's pretty much all I can say about Archeops. I liked his debut in the anime, even though it was a Universe anime, so we all know how good that anime is. But other than that, Archeops is a rather good Pokemon, in my opinion, and a solid flying type actually. Third place is Kabutops. Now, I'm having a guess that some of you would have thought I put this before Archeops, but due to a recent team I made in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that I had a Kabutops on, I put them against my mono type teams, and Kabutops was somehow the most valuable Pokemon in those fights. Which I was really surprised to see, and honestly really happy to see as well. If there's anything negative to say about Kabutops, like Archeops, it can't take a hit. I'm a bit upset that its weakness is to a rather weak type. Its main weakness is to a rather weak type, but that's not a main problem. And honestly, Sword Stance and Aqua Jet, you could go a long way with that. I'm not even joking here. Second place is Aerodactyl. Great design, great mega, and probably the most well treated out of all of the fossils, actually, being the only one to get a mega. But the reason why I'm putting Aerodactyl at second place is because even though it's a great design and I had great experiences with it, and it's kind of like my go-to battle tree Pokemon, it's not number one because I haven't used it in any playthrough of a game, because by the time I can have access to it, I already have a complete team of 6. And because of that, Aerodactyl kind of missed out on being part of my team. But number one, which is Tyrantrum, didn't. Tyrantrum is number one, as obviously. Simple reason, great design, and the fact you can get it early enough to actually be part of your team. And unlike Lileep and Anorith, it's actually useful in its pre-evolution state. And I need to be honest, Lileep and Anorith are not useful at all. Yeah, they're useless actually. But Tyrant is actually quite useful. And then Tyrantrum, even better. With its ability Strong Jaw, Crunch becomes devastating. Appearances in the anime, rather good. I remember the Tyrantrum episode quite well actually, because it was it had little Bonnie taking care of this big behemoth of a Pokemon until Tyrantrum got taken back to a fossil restoration centre, which I thought was rather nice and kind of reminded me of that. Was it that episode in the Hoenn anime where it had Max with a what was it? I know I saw it somewhere, but I can't remember which episode it was in the Hoenn anime. But another episode that's kind of similar to is the episode in the Universe anime where Iris was looking after a dino? Well, yeah, when Iris was looking after a dino that was rather shy in the daycare. Which kind of reminded me of that episode, really. But yeah. But the main reason, this is the main reason why Tyrantrum's here. I had so many great experiences with it. Not in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, no, but in X and Y. The games that are knighted the most easiest games in Pokemon. Has the best experience I had with a Tyrantrum. And if you don't know or haven't guessed so already, it is of course my Pokemon Y Nuzlocke. As I said in that video, when I was saying what happened, Tyrantrum, it was the MVP of that run. I had Oblivion the Yveltal, which did quite good, which was a rather late add-on. Didn't get much of an attachment to it. I had a Lapras, can't remember that one, Snano, but I know it was a female. It was there just to surf, really. And Demon the Charizard. That was also quite a valuable Pokemon. And it got the finishing blow, but it didn't help against Malva. And even though it could have done, I don't think I used it in the battle against Wulfric. But in what I used in that Elite Four battle and that gym battle, as well as the champion battle, was Lucas the Tyrantrum. Now, I'm not going to explain why I called it Lucas or any of the Pokemon, their names actually, because then that won't be a reason. Then that won't be a reason for you guys to watch the video. So, watch the Pokemon Y Nuzlocke to understand why I named each of my Pokemon in that Nuzlocke their names. And that is actually all for this time. Tyrantrum, all I'm going to say, did a great job in that Nuzlocke. But that is all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down in the corner below. I hope I don't get a comment from Slayer Charizard saying you copied my idea. I got inspiration, okay? And I'll see you next time.